Hello guys, Fire D Fox here. Today we are going to be talking about some good post time arcs. So let's get started with Zo. This character feels like a dropped plot point. Oda made him and then used him as hype for Green Bull. His existence alone makes Whitebeard a deadbeat dad. Oda can still do something with him, but I just don't see it being good. Zoro doesn't have much problems except a couple of nitpicks. First, Raizo is a lame ass ninja. Blackbeard attacking the revolutionaries led to nowhere, and the arc overall could have been 5 chapters shorter. Okay, so now let's talk about probably the best arc in Post Timeskip, which is also the third longest arc in the manga, and that is Whole Cake Island. I've already discussed this in Dressrosa. This time it's even more serious because Sanji's life is in their hands, and yet Luffy and Chopper just went outside to eat. In chapter 862, Luffy again acts immaturely and sleeps when he should be following the plan. Whole Cake Island is a great emotional arc, but Oda relies on fake emotions time to time. In 834, we have fake death of Pecoms. We also have a very emotional moment of Pound's death, which turns out to be a fake death in a cover story later on. Why can Oda not kill people? Pound shouldn't be alive. In the first Sanji backstory, we saw that Sanji got a lot of cooking values from Zeph, but in Whole Cake Island, we see that he already has these values before meeting Zeph. This is a pretty bad retcon and could have easily been avoided. Even when Smoothie is a sweet commander, she is heavily underutilized. This is a case of typical misogyny Bagua. Even Owen has more screen time than her. I feel like Smoothie could have been a good fight for Chopper and Jinbei combined. Chopper doesn't do anything in the whole arc, so it would have been a good matchup. I'm not saying that Jinbei and Chopper needed to win against Smoothie. It could have been a good fight and still they could escape from her, like what happened in Pero's case. In chapter 850, why is Pudding telling this plan to Reiju? What was the point? This is an example of Oda doing shit just for plot to happen. I personally think this fight is really good, but throughout the fight, Katakuri is basically tutoring Luffy instead of doing his job. That's somewhat weird, especially because Katakuri is the elder brother trying to protect his siblings. He should have probably been more aggressive. Whole Cake Island is probably the best arc in the whole post time skip, probably because we have lesser characters to deal with, but the characters are mostly utilized well and the arc is pretty emotional and full of life. We do have some fake ass moments, but the overall writing is on par with some pre time skip arcs. The ending chapters are definitely stretched though, and this arc could have possibly been reduced to 60 chapters instead of 78. I guess before ending the video, I should also include Reverie into this video. The only problem I see is Green Bull's characterization in chapter 905. Who the fuck is this? Okay, guys, that's it for today, and I'll see you guys next time in the video that you guys want to watch the most.